Russell of Hotels, going live just for a couple of minutes, as I always do every day, Monday through Friday, right? So I'm getting better on time. I mean, I'm trying to get closer to noon or afternoon, but for some reason, the time that I have to do this is always before noon. But hopefully that doesn't affect anybody. Hopefully people still, tune in and all that kind of stuff. So appreciate you guys, but happy Thursday to you. Hope all is well. I'm live right now on YouTube as well as LinkedIn. I come on and do these kind of daily check-ins, right, with my hospitality people. I'm all about hospitality, all about hotels, all about tourism, things like that. I'm based here in LA. So this is what I'm doing, right? So I do this daily check-in. I talk about things within hospitality, things, based on my experiences or whatever. So, but always remember, you let people know who you are. Russell Edmond, Russell of Hotels, what you do. I'm a hospitality entrepreneur. But what does that mean? What does that consist of, dude? Break it down for us. So that consists of being a hospitality personality. You can't have one of these shows without being a personality, right? But with saying that, I come with a wealth of experience, right? 14 different hotels, 25, 30 years of experience, different experiences or different positions, housekeeping manager up to general manager. But along that journey, was a front office manager, food and beverage, as well as a sales manager, director of sales and marketing, all that kind of stuff, right? So I just don't throw that loosely that, oh, he's a hospitality personality, right? Well, that's what I do now. But of course, it came from experience, right? Hospitality content creator as well. I like to call myself a brand show off, right? Where I show off people's brands. In fact, I'm showing off a brand right now. You probably don't even know this mural in back of me. Where is this mural? Where does it exist? Okay. Where does it exist? Where is it located? If you've been to this hotel before, you've seen this mural at least when you arrive and when you leave, if you providing that you drove in, right? So you actually see this, and I'll let you know what it is in a minute. But I'm a hospitality content creator, which means I create content. This is creating content, not just for me, but for this hotel that I'm about to, unveil to you in a couple of minutes. And also I do hotel site selection, which means I assist companies and organizations with finding that right hotel for their meeting, their retreat, their convention, their conference. 10 rooms or more is considered a group. So I've done, as least amount as 10 rooms, as many as 650 rooms on peak. I can do more. I can do less. It doesn't matter. It's the same amount of work I got to put in to do, 25 as it is to put in, 650. It's just the amount of space that you need, meeting space, breakout rooms, food and beverage, all that kind of stuff. But I do all that stuff, right? So, in fact, I was just having a conversation with somebody just a little while ago, and this is more of from being a resource, right? So I always let people know that, hey, I'm a resource. If you have questions for me regarding, events and things like that, I may not necessarily plan that event for you because I'm not a party planner. But I can at least, steer you in the right direction. So a friend of mine called me a couple of minutes ago. He's trying to plan a graduation party for his son, right? So he's like, hey, I went to this hotel, but they don't have the space available. Do you know of any in this certain area? Happen to be in the Valley, right? I said, hey, why don't you go by to Sheraton Universal, right? Why don't you go check that out? And he went, before he talked to anyone there, he went and kind of just scouted out the place and see if this would be a good place for, to have this graduation party. So, he just called me a couple of minutes ago. This was last night when he called me, but today he actually went to take a look at it and said, hey, man, this is great. I like this. I never thought about it. And I live in the Valley. This is in the Valley. It'd be convenient, right? So then he asked me questions about, bringing in his own, liquor and, like bottles of champagne or wine or whatever. I said, yeah, you can do that. But they'll charge you a corkage fee, right? I don't know what that is, whatever their price is, but for every bottle that they open, they'll charge you a fee. And I said, you can also bring your own cake in. He said, what? He said, well, they don't serve cake there? I said, they don't. He said, they don't serve dessert? I said, they do, but if you have your favorite bakery or favorite style of cake, you may want to bring your own cake in there, and then they will charge you a cake cutting fee. He had no idea. He thought every hotel bake their own cakes, right? I said, no, most hotels don't. They'll, buy that from a vendor, a purveyor, a bakery or whatever. Most hotels don't have a bakery chef, that's back there, baking cakes. You know what I mean? That's just not how it works. It's more, cost, it's cost restricted, right? So it's better if they go out and get it from somewhere else and then just up the price, right? So I said, no. So if you have a favorite bakery, favorite cake or whatever, just go get it and they'll just let them know, and they'll charge you a cake cutting fee. So see, those are things that a lot of people don't know, right? But, being in events or doing events or being in the hotel space, I mean, these are things that you learn and you never forget, right? So like I said, I'm a resource. I'm here to assist people. That's what I do. So, but anyway, hey, if you guys have comments, you can always make comments. It's open for comments. If you guys are interested in that at all, I do welcome comments. I do welcome people. Just let me know where they're located. If, all else fails, I give you a shout out and say, hey, thanks for supporting. Thanks for coming on the show, and thanks for listening. So I do appreciate that. So if you have any comments, feel free to throw the comments in the chat box, and I'll actually could bring them on the screen so we can see them together, right? So, but last night, you guys know, I just came from the dentist, right? So I hate the dentist, right? That's one thing that I hate going, but I had to get up early and go, right? So I got it taken care of, and now I'm back, and everything is fine. Okay, I don't have to go back until they say August. I don't have to go back until August, right? So I guess what is it? Yeah, so I don't go back until August. So that's good, right? So I'm good. But you guys know last night I was at the Laker game, right? So I want to check out the Laker game, and I'm gonna switch screens, right? So you're gonna see the excitement what was going on, and the next thing I want to talk about is some excitement as well, right? Within the meeting world. So this is last night's game, right? So one thing about this thing that I use is Ecamm Live. You can take whatever video and put that video on. It could be my backdrop, right? So that's the beauty of this Ecamm Live, right? So that's the game last night. That's the Laker and Clipper game. This is before when they're introducing I think they're introducing the Clippers at this point. So yeah, I mean, they got smoke, they got pyro. I mean, they got all kind of stuff. I'm like, I didn't realize you can have flames in a closed stadium like this, but they did, right? So you see that? Isn't that crazy? It was wild. And the Clippers won. So there you go. All right. So this ain't just a Laker town, it's a Clipper town too. No. All the Laker fans will say, well, how many championships have you won? Of course, right? But anyway, I'm a Clipper fan, but I just like basketball, so whatever. But anyway, I just wanted to, I always want to talk about a topic, right? Whatever I find, whatever someone sends me, and the topic today is top meeting markets in March of 23, just meeting markets for just last month, right? So you got Washington D.C. is number one. The DMV area, they call that area the DMV. The Washington, D.C. area is called the DMV. So that's D.C., that's Maryland, and that's Virginia, because they're all close together, right? They're kind of like in like a triangle. So they call it the DMV area. So that's number one. Chicago's on every list for meetings, right? Everybody wants to go have a meeting in Chicago. It's a great destination, especially when it's not snowing or cold, right? Well, it's always going to be, not always cold, but Chicago does have some good weather in the summer, springtime, summer. But hey, it's number two. Los Angeles, that was surprising, right? Los Angeles on the list. LA's on the list. Okay, so LA's number three. San Diego's no surprise to me, because I think that's a great meeting destination. And if you do meetings or have meetings and you never use San Diego, shame on you, right? So I think San Diego's probably one of the best destinations in the U.S. for meetings or just for anything, just to go and just hang out for a little while, because the weather, the beaches, the restaurants, all that stuff, just the vibe of San Diego is really cool. And then Dallas is the last one, right? I didn't think Dallas would be on that list. I don't know. I was thinking more like Vegas or New Orleans or something like that. But no, Dallas is on the list, right? I'm cool with Dallas. Dallas is cool too. So, but anyway, and before I move to the next screen, I was going to say, what was this right here? You guys didn't, the mural right there. What is that mural, right? So I'm going to let you know what that mural is. So it's actually that mural. If you've ever been to this hotel, you've seen this mural if you've driven into their driveway or into their garage. So Boom. So it's the Level Hotel, right? And just so happens that that's where I am today, right? Just so happened that they offer that Russell of Hotels rate. Just in case you did not know, Level Hotel, downtown LA, right there on Olive Street. Stayinglevel.com is their website, and you can book direct. So always, no matter where you stay, it doesn't matter if you stay at this Level Hotel or the XYZ Hotel down the street. Always book direct. You're always going to get the best rate. But if you book at the Level Hotel, use the promo code ROH23, and you'll get the discount that I would get. Okay, if I stayed at the hotel, so you know how Russell of Hotels rolls. If I have a rate, it's got to be somewhere something I can afford, right? So, but no, just go ahead and check it out. So once again, I do these lives every day. They don't have to be necessarily long. In fact, I don't even know how long this one is right now. Where am I right now? I'm at 10 minutes. So there you go. So anyway, you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for joining. And once again, I don't want to show that again. But once again, you guys have a great day. Thank you for, did I say that already? Yeah, I did show that, but I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, it's one of those days. Anyway, let me get back to work. Another thing, I don't know if you guys listened to my live yesterday, but I was talking about, I spent quite a bit of time talking about me sending out an RFP and didn't hear from my hotel person for like a week. Well, now I'm getting emails and texts on a regular basis now. Okay, every step of the journey now with getting the rate code, the link, and all this kind of stuff, and the contract. Right. I still haven't received the contract, but at least she is still in constant communication with me. If that's via text message, if that's via email, she's still in communication with me, and she's assured me that I will have this by end of the day. Today is what she said. Okay, so but like I said, my thing, I'm not ticked off anymore. I'm cool now because she has, she's making the effort to make things happen, and I understand maybe some things on her end that she cannot control. I understand all that, but a lot of people just want to be communicated to. Just let us know that, hey, I'm working on this. I haven't forgot about you. This is the issue, blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's fine. That'll hold me, because it's not, now if this was a meeting that was next week, then I would have some issues, right? But because it's in November, it's fine. But I just want to get this done because the client wants to get it done. Okay, so like I said, I work for the client. I don't work for me. I work for my clients. And if the client needs it at a certain time, the client needs it at a certain time. So that means I have to let that hotel know, hey, I need it at this time because my client wants it. Okay, so like I said, I work for the client. I do hotel site selection. Yes, my company is Russell of Hotels, but at the end of the day, it's about the client. It's what the client wants. Okay, so hotels, let's remember that, right? It's not necessarily the meeting planner that's, demanding things. Although, yeah, we can demand stuff too, and as we should, but we're doing that because the client needs this stuff as well. So just remember that, right? So it's a win-win for both parties, right? It can be, but we all have to work together. Remember that. Dylan makes a comment. In fact, let me put this on the screen because I'll see a little better on the screen. When both sides are prompt, this can be an easy task to accomplish. Yeah, when both sides are prompt, you're absolutely right. But I'm not gonna say, I don't want to throw that negative energy out there, but I've been having the darndest times, right, with salespeople not responding in a timely manner. But if both parties get together, like I'm the middle person, right? I'm the third party, right? So I'm the middle person between the client and the hotel, right? So I have to, work both entities, right? But it can work. It's worked before, it'll work again. It's just that for whatever reason, they're having issues at that hotel. So, but I'm not there. I'm here in LA. That hotel is in New Orleans, right? So all I can do is email and call, right, and get information from them. So she has been responding, so that's been good. So another thing I did this morning was my other client is ready to move forward with her she's selected. Now this client is from the East Coast, but they're having a meeting here in LA, and they're having a retreat, and they're ready to move forward. So she did RFPs and sent her a list of the people that responded, or the hotels that responded. There's about 5 or 6 hotels that responded. And she selected one hotel. This is the hotel that we wanted at. We like this vibe, although she's never been there before, but based on, the photos, based on the rate, based on, the size of the hotel, she's ready to move forward with this particular one. And so this morning, I send an email to my hotel partner, or hopefully my hotel partner, and have some things outlined like, hey, the client is ready to move forward. This is the name of the group. It's on Cvent. Pull it out. All that kind of stuff. Whatever you need to do. But the thing of it is, my client wants to come and do a site inspection of the hotel, and she wants to stay in the hotel. Her and her colleague, they both want to come out and stay at the hotel, right? So I outlined all of that stuff, and I'm just waiting to hear back from her. So, but the important thing about this, when I send correspondence to my hotel partner, I always copy my client on that email as well, because when she sent me an email saying, "Hey, I want to move forward, I want to come out and do a site inspection," she asked me, my client asked me, "Hey, is this something that you normally do? Will you set up the site inspection, or do I have to do it on my own?" I'm like, "Oh no, I'm full service, Miss Client. Okay, no, that's my job." I said, "That's my job to arrange the site inspection, and if you're going to stay tonight, it's my job to arrange all of that, right?" So, but I wanted to copy her. I wanted to make sure she got the email that I sent her, and that way she'll see exactly, how it was worded and what I asked for and all those kind of things. Because you never want to keep things a secret from your client, right? Because I've done that before in the past when I first started, and I would not necessarily got in trouble a lot, but sometimes things get lost in translation when you're trying to tell somebody something versus what they read, right? So always, when you can, copy your client on the same correspondent that you're sending your hotel partner or your CVB partner or any other partner that you're working with, right? Any supplier partner out there, transportation, whatever, because you want to make sure they're on the same page or they understand exactly what you send to them and what you're waiting to receive. Okay, and then they know I'm not holding anything back, right? So she knows exactly what I sent. So that would be my advice to anyone that's planning meetings. Always keep your client in the loop. Okay, I think things will go a lot smoother, and they'll understand the whole big picture, because it's all a learning thing from her, because they've never used a planner before. They never used a hotel site selection company like myself, right, or agent or whatever specialist. So I just think it's important that you don't hide anything back. She knows that I'm paid on commission. She knows all that stuff, right? Because sometimes I remember I've never done this, but some of my colleagues, when they first started, they wouldn't let them know that there was a commission to be paid until the contract came out, right? When the contract come out, then it's noted in there that, commission, whatever percentage is paid to XYZ company or XYZ person. And it came as a surprise or a shock to the client. "Oh, I didn't know you were getting the commission." "Well, how the hell do you think I get paid?" Right? So sometimes the client will pay you as well, right? So, but whatever the situation is, however you get payment, whatever, that's on you, right? That's on you. That's on your organization. But make sure you let your client know up front. I get paid by you, but I also get paid by the hotel, if that's the case, right? And it's a commission, because in order for the hotel to pay a commission to you or to me, my name has to appear in that contract or that sales agreement. Okay, so there you go. So anyway, with that said, I think that's it. You guys have a great day. I appreciate you guys coming on. Thank you, Dylan, for the comments. I'm always excited that you come on and you give me comments, right? In fact, I just love how this thing works, how this thing, I can just click it and the comments appear on the screen and then they disappear on their own, right? So I'm just like so excited. I'm over the moon about that. But anyway, like I said, I do this live every Monday through Friday. This is live here on LinkedIn and YouTube, but I do another one on IG as well. That means Instagram, for people that don't know what IG is. So anyway, you guys have a great day. Happy Thursday, and we'll talk to you soon.